Have you ever come across a flock of birds that just stopped growing, became aggressive and pecking at each other, or even eating their own eggs? Before you spend money on antibiotics or boosters, check your salt levels, especially if you formulate your own feed. Salt, which is specifically sodium and chloride, is the electrician of your chicken's body. Without it, their heart, nerves, and digestion simply shut down. Today, we are breaking down the science of salt in poultry and why getting the dosage wrong can cost you your entire flock. Welcome to ChiJane Agritech, where we explore techniques and technologies in agriculture. If you are new to this channel, thank you for stopping by. Please like this video, share, and subscribe. You may think this salt is only for taste, just like you add salt to your homemade food to make it tasty. But actually, for poultry, it performs 3 other jobs, and I'll break it down for you right now. Number 1 is nerve power. Sodium in salt allows brain to send signals to the legs and wings. If your bird is going down on its legs, it might not be a disease. It could be a sodium deficiency. Number 2 is digestion. Chloride is needed to produce hydrochloric acid in the gizzard. Without this acid, the bird can't break down the protein in its feed. You are literally wasting your money because the bird cannot absorb the nutrients in the feed. Number 3 is water balance. Salt tells the body how much water to keep in the cells. Now, how do you know if your birds are hungry for salt? First, you see the cannibal behavior. When the birds are deficient in salt, they develop a picker or an abnormal appetite. They will peck at each other's oil gland or feathers to try and find that salty taste. Secondly, you see the egg eating behavior. If your layers are breaking and eating their eggs, they might be hunting for the sodium in the egg white. Thirdly, you'll notice a reduction in egg size. In layers, a lack of salt leads to a rapid drop in egg size and total production. Here is the danger. Salt is a medicine in small doses, but a poison in large ones. Chickens don't have sweat glands, so they find it very hard to get rid of excess salt. Poultry feed should generally contain about 0.2% to 0.5% of salt. That's roughly 200 grams to 500 grams of salt for every 100 kg of feed. Before you add salt to the feed, check your water. If you have a borehole in a coastal area like Lagos in Nigeria, your water might already be salty. Adding more to the feed could kill your birds. What happens if you give too much salt? Excessive salt intake makes birds drink too much water. This leads to watery droppings, wet litters, and eventually ammonia problems and respiratory diseases in your coop. High salt levels also leads to salt toxicity, causing respiratory failure and death. Always ensure your birds have unlimited amount of fresh water. If they accidentally eat too much salt, the only way they can survive is by flushing it out with massive amounts of fresh water. In farming, something as cheap as salt can be the difference between a profitable harvest and a total loss. Do check your feed labels today, and if you are mixing your own feed, weigh your salt carefully and mix it in thoroughly. Have you ever dealt with feather pecking in your flock? Let me know in the comments how you handled it. If you found this video useful, hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.